Alright, hello everybody, this is Zaxtorian. Now, today we got a new launch of Cemetery Warrior 3. Now, even though Steam doesn't have the first two parts of this game, if we watch the preview video here, looks a little bit cheap, looks like a little bit low budget of a game, but somehow this trailer here looks pretty fun. Even though it doesn't look like it's an amazing game, it looks like there might be some fun to be had in this game, especially when we scroll down here and see we can get this game for less than $1, even 69 cents right now its first week. So we go ahead and move through this trailer here. It's a long trailer, it's like a 3-minute trailer showing a lot of what the game has to offer, a lot of different enemies. Now I'm sure these are, probably stock assets included with, is this game made in Game Guru? Kind of looks like it might be. Not real sure. But, I mean, it looks like there's some pretty good boss battles here, boss health here. Well, one thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and check. This game just came out today, like I said, and we see that the developer is FalcoWare. Well, if we look at FalcoWare, we see that they made one of my crappiest games of last year, even though it comes in at less than $1. Invention 2 was utter garbage, and I think I scored it real low. I think I gave it a 0. And the funny thing is here, Invention, the game before Invention 2, actually launched on Steam 4 or 5 months after Invention 2. But this game, Invention, the first one's getting 78% positive reviews. And then Russian Car Driver, a game that came out not too long ago, in early January, 87% of 487 users gave that game a positive. Now, one thing we want to note here with Cemetery Warrior 3 is that it already has 4 positive reviews, it looks like. Yeah, 4 positive reviews. However, nobody's actually left a written review here. Those would be found in the community hub if, they haven't had time to post yet. But again, nobody's actually left a written review. So we're going to go ahead and find out if Cemetery Warrior 3 is worth your $1. Zaxtor 99. Alright guys, when the game launches, we have I've already played this game just a little bit, but, pretty standard opening screen, not real impressive, tells you who your music is made by. Now one thing I did is I turned my music all the way down. I'm going to go ahead and turn my sound really far down as well, just so you guys can hear me over the sound effects. And the resolution, guys, important to note here that the minimum resolution is 640 by 480. Maximum resolution you can choose is 16 by 900. That's it. So you also have a mouse sensitivity button. We're going to go ahead and leave that at the default 5. Alright guys, let's go ahead and jump into a new game and show you guys what this game has to offer. So you're going to start here in a little small room. All you're going to be equipped with to start with is a chain, and has a pretty basic chain effect here. So you're just going to move in towards the fire. Anytime there's a fire, what's going to happen is when you move into that level, if your health is damaged, you are going to restore your health to 100. So, kind of a cheap way of making health regen rather than having health packs or armor or anything like that. This game does not offer that. It simply restores your health to 100 when you walk into a new level. So, then it's going to say control point. Basically, this is a level, if you would. So, we see these guys, and not very good collision effects here. The problem with the game is, while you might be able to have a little bit of fun with it, you don't have the satisfying feeling of actually hitting these guys with your weapon. It feels the same if you miss as if you actually get a hit in. So I'd like to hear, maybe it just needs a simple thud sound or something like that. Why don't the developers simply take a wooden spatula or something like that and smack their hand for a sound effect. Place that in the game, and I seriously think that the game would suddenly have a lot better feel. At least you would have a sound effect, like a satisfying impact sound, when you hit these guys with a chain. Now, also, it'd be better if they had some animations, like the clown getting knocked back. But I do think that some people are going to have fun, you know, with a game like this, to be satisfied only spending $1. These guys are getting in some pretty cheap hits from, I knock them back, they swing their arm and still hit me. Not very good collision effects. I'm guessing this game was made with Game Guru. 45 health. Notice I got hit down to 45 health. There's nothing else you can get in here. Again, the only thing you're going to do is walk into the new room with these flame heads. Basically, that means you're going into a new level. And as soon as you walk in, it's going to say control point, and you'll see that my health is restored to 100. This feels a lot like the other Game Guru games I've played where, you know, I suddenly or immediately had my health restored to 100. So again, I got to take these big guys on, and you know, no other weapons besides this chain. So and here it just kind of feels kind of cheap if you get hit. I mean, it's really, there's no way to really dodge their attack because they're gonna auto target you like that. It's basically just hope that you hit him before he hits you is what it feels like. 40 health. And you just gotta beat these guys. I guess the best thing to do is just move forward, swing, make sure your target's on them, and you'll notice that they're not hitting me, even though it looks like they might be hitting me. They're not. That guy hit me, but he came up from behind me. Little cheater. 15 health. I can do this. Yep, 10 health. I only had 10 health left, but I was able to get past it. Now, at stage 3, we finally get our first weapon. We get a machine gun. We got some ammo here. And again, walk into the flaming heads here, and your health is going to be restored. So here it gets a little bit more fun. I got to be honest with you. Here, once you get a gun, it does get a little more satisfying, a little more fun to play. I do think that a lot of people are going to be pretty happy with this game, especially the price tag of only, you know, $1.69 on sale. I think a lot of people are going to feel like they got their money's worth. But a lot of people probably knock me for knocking a game like this down. But I just think that there's so many games like this on Steam, and so many games that are so much better done. I'm not even a big action FPS shooter fan, but I just know that there is so many better games than this that, you know, go on sale all the time. Games like Serious Sam 2 and 3, even though they're older, they're going to have a lot better graphics, and you can probably catch those games, you know, games like that on sale pretty frequently on Steam. And while you might have to pay a little bit more than you pay for this, I just think you're going to get a lot more value and better graphics and, you know, more depth and stuff like that. But just the game a lot better done. Now, I got to admit, though, this game is a lot better than I thought it would be, especially after seeing that the same developer who made this made Invention 2, one of my worst games of last year that I reviewed. Okay, room clear. So we're going to look for the flames again. That's where we go. Where are the flames at? Up there. The one good thing I got to say about this game is that I've never, whether it be level design or whatever, I've never been to a point where I'm seeing monsters try to control point here. I've never been to a point where I see monsters trying to go through walls and stuff, so that's cool. Gotta give him a high five for that. Boom! Let the bodies hit the floor. Yeah, I really expected to see, like, enemy AI trying to, you know, run through walls and glitching through walls and getting stuck, stuff like that. I didn't really see that in this game. So I do got to give the game props for that. Ouch. This guy's beating me up. .24 health. No. Okay, we got him. With 18 health, notice I'm escaping these rooms with not a whole lot of room to spare. So now I get a shotgun. Yeehaw. So now we come in here and touch those flames. You'll restore your health to 100. Where are all the monsters at? There you go. Now see, that's a satisfying impact right there. Seeing them, I know it's kind of ragdoll physics and it's kind of cheap, but it does somehow feel satisfying even though it's goofy as shit. So, seeing these ragdoll physics send the enemies flying backwards, a lot more satisfying than, for example, when I was hitting those monsters with the chain earlier. Kind of weird how sometimes they take a hit right in the head and they don't die like that guy. And sometimes it's a one-shot hit. One-shot kill, rather. I have 4 bullets left. I'm going to have to look for some more ammo, guys. Now, this is the furthest I've played this game to this point. I restarted to go ahead and make a quick first impressions review. And it looks like I need to find some more ammo. There we go. No. Why? What the heck? I picked up more ammo. Oh, it was machine gun ammo. Okay. Now I'm down low on health again. No! Ah, I got killed. Alright, let's try that again. So when you get killed, like I did here, make sure you don't hit R to restart the level or you'll start all the way back at the beginning. So you just want to hit Enter here to replay from the last control point. So notice when you respawn, guys, on the level by hitting Enter, you'll start with your gun and any ammo that you started with already equipped. So keep that in mind. Oh my god, I'm getting hit. Oh, something just dropped right on top of me there. Found some more shotgun ammo, but not a safe point there to back up against the wall for sure. With enemies spawning right on top of you. Machine gun ammo. So the tall ones are machine gun ammo, the short ones are shotties. Here we go. Get this long hallway here, this is our safe point. I don't believe monsters are going to be dropping from the ceiling here. And it's pretty ridiculous that they drop from the ceiling anywhere. You know, they should be coming out of a... They should be coming out of an opening or something. Anything would be better than dropping from the ceiling. Just makes the game feel really, really cheap. Yeah, I'm sure these are pretty default assets included with like Game Guru. I'm assuming this is another game made with Game Guru. And while this game is better than I thought it would be before I bought it, it's still not, you know, anything amazing. I think you could probably put your money in better places, like, you know, looking for a game such as like Serious Sam on sale, or one of the many of the other, you know, the Steam is saturated with games like this, and a lot of these games go on sale all the time, and they're just so much better done. Even if they're a game like 10 years old, such as like Serious Sam 2, I believe was made in like 2005, but the graphics are still going to be better, and you know the gameplay and the collision detection and everything like that is going to be way better as well. So alright, 8 machine gun ammo. I'm gonna have to take that guy out. Any more? Who wants some? So I did better that time by backing up in my little safe zone, but... Alright, I need to go back to my shotty here. Room clear, there we go. So again, look for the flames, guys, and you will be on your way. Oh, it looks like we might have a boss battle here. There we go. Moving to the flames, and... Wow, look at all the ammo here. What the heck? The game's kind of wigging out. There we go. There we go. I noticed how I was shaking, like... Oh, shit! We do got a boss here. We got a pumpkin head. Trying to burn us up with fire. Yeah, I mean, that could be so much better done. See if this takes down his health. Okay, so yes, his health is going down, but I'm going to have to watch my health as well. I'm assuming the shotgun is going to be better served for shooting these guys, and the machine gun is going to be better served for taking out the boss. That would be my guess. I mean, here, yeah, you can have a little bit of fun. This is a little bit of fun. You know, the game's still really cheap as far as the sound effects and the collision detection and everything else. The fact that you don't have even a ability to hold shift down and run just makes the game feel really lazy and cheap and rushed. I would actually call this game a quick cash grab. I mean, they're not charging much for the game because they haven't put really any effort into the game. You know, they've made this game probably within a week, probably less than that, probably within a couple of days. They're using stock assets. I guarantee you these are not, you know, monsters and creatures they develop themselves. They're just using something included in a package of some sort, either included with Game Guru or in some package they bought. Again, I keep saying Game Guru because this feels like a Game Guru game. I could be wrong, but... you know, I don't know. I'm not going to do much damage to the boss with the chain. Try to stay ahead of his flames. I only got 6 health left, and yeah, something got me from behind. So, guys, I think that some people are going to have fun with this game. Don't get me wrong, I think some people are going to spend, you know, $1 or whatever on this game and feel like they got their money's worth, because they got an hour or two out of it. But let's go ahead and back out of this game, guys. I don't like the sounds. I don't like the sound effects. Alright, guys, what I want to show you here is let's take a look at Serious Sam. Okay, so Serious Sam 2, $10. And let's see if I'm right about that. Like, yeah, 2005. But let's see here. Serious Sam. Even that looks like it has a lot better graphics than the game I just played, even though this game is 12 years old. Serious Sam 3, which I already own. I haven't even... I really haven't played it, though. But I guarantee you this game is just way better. And yes, I understand the game's $39.99, but here's my thing. If you look on Steam almost any given time, some game like this, some FPS game like this is going to be 10 times better than what I just played, and you're going to be able to get a great sell price on it. So here you go, right here, guys. 83% off right now. So for $10.48, guys, you could get Serious Sam 3, a game that's probably 50 times better, plus Shadow Warrior, plus Hard Reset Redo, a newer game that came out, I believe, 2015, 2016. And all these games are going to be way better than what I just played. So I would say that you're better off putting your dollar or your 69 cents towards something bundled like this. And maybe this particular bundle isn't on sale when you're watching this video, but I guarantee you if you spend a few minutes looking on Steam, go to your store and simply go to specials, and almost guaranteed there's going to be a handful of, FPS type games like this that are going to blow out this game. So let's go ahead and grade. So let's go ahead and give Cemetery Warrior 3 a grade. One thing I do want to go ahead and point out is it does look like, if you watch the 3-minute trailer, it looks like there's, quite a bit of levels that they put in here. So they didn't just, make like 2 or 3 levels like some of these games. Looks like they made quite a few levels. So you're going to be able to get your money's worth, if you like the game and if you play the game long enough. I think you're going to get a pretty good value for your money. So out of 40 points, guys, value being the most important for your dollar, I think that even though the game feels cheap, it's not satisfying in a lot of situations. The sound effects are complete garbage. The fact that you don't have the ability to run, you don't have any kind of health kits or anything like that, no armor, nothing like that is included in the game. And in that regard, the game just feels really, really cheap. Also, the game is just single player, guys. There is no multiplayer co-op action. Another way this game just feels really cheap and like a rush job to just try to make a quick dollar. So I would call this game a simple cash grab. I think they're just trying to make as much money as they can as quickly as they can. Much like they did with, Invention 2 that I reviewed last September. So value, guys, is going to be decent just because I think a lot of people are going to spend $1 and they're going to get 3, 4, 5 hours worth of gameplay out of this. I'm not going to get, my money's worth out of this game, but I think some people probably will. Alright, guys, value being worth 40 points. It is the biggest part of my score, and I think that a lot of people are probably going to spend $1 on this game, and with all the different levels included, I think they're probably going to feel like they got their money's worth. I think a lot of people are going to play this game 2, 3, 4, 5 hours and feel like they got a good bang for their buck. The problem is, guys, is the game design itself. And the game doesn't deliver a quality game for however much time you invest. For example, you don't have any kind of health kits. It doesn't look like you have any kind of armor upgrades. You simply walk into a new level and you're instantly restored to full health. I don't like that at all. No inventory system at all. You don't even have the ability to hold shift down and run. So I hate that. I also hate the fact that the sound effects are complete garbage. You can't tell where monsters are coming at you from. For example, you'll hear a roar in front of you and the monster will actually be behind you. Absolutely hate that. It makes the game feel really rushed and really cheap. Also, the game's single player. There is no co-op ability like so many of the other games I'm mentioning, like Serious Sam. You're going to have the ability to play with your friends. A lot of different game modes included as well. Where something like this just doesn't have that. AI is not great. I mean, I think they designed the level so that AI doesn't have the problems of trying to walk through walls and stuff like that for the most part. But there's a lot of situations here in this game where you just don't have the satisfaction of killing monsters like you might in a better made game. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and give Cemetery Warrior 3 on the value score just because I think it's better than like a 0 or a 5 or a 10. I'm going to give this game a 20 out of 40. 20 out of 40 is going to be my value, middle of the road. I think some people are going to feel ripped off. Well, I think other people are going to be, hey man, it was only $1. I got my money's worth out of it. So I do think that it's probably going to deliver decently for most people. I think a lot of people are probably going to get around an hour's worth out of time out of this game. So 20 out of 40 for value. Next criteria, guys, is fun. How much fun is the game? It's worth 30 points, and the game can be a little bit fun at times, especially, the boss battles or whatever. The problem is it's so unsatisfying. The sound effects and everything just made cheap about this game just doesn't make it deliver in that fun value like it would if they just spent a little more time and a little more work putting this game together. So for the fun, guys, it's worth 30 points. I'm going to give this game a 12. 12 out of 30. I don't think it's a ton of fun just because of all the ways the game feels cheap. The fact that you can't run, the fact that the sound effects are god-awful, and, there's no satisfaction, like, for example, like hitting the monsters with a chain. They don't even have an impact sound. So, fun. I'm going to give this game, it's a little bit of fun, but it's not, it's not near as much fun as other games would be, or even other FPS games like this. 12 out of 30, I think, is a pretty fair score there. Next criteria is controls and bugs. How well does the game control, and how many bugs are there? Well, we noticed there, even on that last level, I was kind of glitching out and shaking there. That's a pretty, pretty big flaw in the game. The fact that monsters are simply just falling from the ceiling on top of you is lazy game design. I would call that a bug myself. I just don't like it. I don't like the fact that also that you have no control over, like, running. You can't even hold shift down to run. I don't know. The game just doesn't feel that great there. For controls and bugs, guys, I'm going to give it, out of 20 points, I'm going to give it another 12. So we've got 20 points for value. We've got 12 for fun out of 30. We've got controls and bugs, 12 out of 20, just because you do have the basic controls and you can move around, and that seems to work fine. And then the last criteria is graphics and sound. How good are the graphics and sound? Guns sound like guns, and, the monsters roar. The sound is pretty much garbage as far as the direction where it's coming from, so it can lead you astray, so I hate that. And the graphics are decent. I would give this game a 6 out of 10 for graphics and sound if I just base it on the raw sound effects itself, but the fact that the sound is so lazily done, and you hear a roar behind you, and the monster's actually in front of you, that is very problematic. I'm going to subtract 2 points for that. I'm going to give this game a 4 out of 10 for graphics and sound, just because the sound is so flawed and the directional sound is complete garbage. So 4 out of 10 for that, guys. So if we add that all up, we got 20 for value, we got 12 for fun, we got 12 for controls and bugs. We're at a 44, and then we got 4 out of 10 for graphics and sound, just because the sound is so messed up. We got a 48%, guys. So even with this price tag of this game being under $1, I cannot recommend this game. This game is a fail. Even though at a 48%, it scored a lot better than I thought it would. So I do think some people are going to argue with my score and say, hey, I had a lot of fun with this game. I got a good value. I played it for 4 hours or whatever. But I think that's going to be the minority here. I think most people are going to feel ripped off even at the price tag of under $1. 48% is my score for Cemetery Warrior 3, guys. It is a not recommend. I would highly recommend that you look for an FPS game on sale. Much better done, and I think you're going to be a lot happier with the money spent. This has been Zaxtor99. Be sure you let me know down in the comments below if this video or review has helped you make a decision. And also let me know if you buy the game and you disagree with me or you agree with me, whatever. Be sure you comment your opinions down below, guys. Be sure you rate my video for my review of this game. This has been Zaxtor99. Take care, everybody. Peace.